Hey, Alexandra. So I went ahead and pulled a spread. I'm just going to kind of tell it as a story. Hopefully, it will bring you some guidance. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to get the camera on the cards here. So, I want to say that the cards are kind of pointing to you need to take some time off. You really need to pull back. I think you've been pushing yourself a lot with the Queen of Cups here with the Five of Swords. Um, it's almost like you're doing so much that you're pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion. Um, you may not know it yet, but it's almost like you're a strong woman, and there's times where you just want to say, okay, that's it, that's done. I just need to breathe, or maybe even want to cry, but then you don't because you're so friggin' strong. So you keep pushing through to the next thing, and we have challenges every day. I don't know how many challenges you get a day, but, it's almost like you have to pull back and take care of you, because if you're not okay, you can't care for anybody else. I want to ask if someone's trying to cause arguments with you, or if there's some arguments going on in the home. Are these arguments worth showing up for? Are you actually bringing up the arguments instead of the other person? Is it something that's really valuable, really important to you to waste your energy on, is what I'm trying to say. You have the Knight of Wands with that. The Knight of Wands with the Queen of Cups, to me, almost feels like you trying to keep up with someone in your life. They have a lot of energy. They're almost like a Peter Pan kind of syndrome kind of way. It's almost impossible how much energy they have, but we try to keep up. But there has to come a point where you have to say, listen, I'm not going to try to keep up with you. If you're going to go do that, you need to go do that, to save your energy. I want to ask why you don't feel like much of a mother right now. You are beautiful, true mother, feminine energy, creator of the earth. I want to ask why you're not feeling that way, to do the self-healing, to focus more on you and take care of you, take some time out, say no once in a while, all right? I'm going to get to the other questions though, but I'm just kind of wanted to tell that to you because that's kind of what the cards were indicating there. To have patience, of course, when you're dabbling in anything, when it comes to money or jobs or the court case, or, never jump full in and put your whole hopes on anything that you have no control over. Dip your toes in the water, that's fine. See how it feels, but don't put all your eggs in one basket in a way. The Page of Wands is all about creativity and spark. And I want to ask what you've been doing in the meantime. Is there anything that sparks your interest? Any kind of hobby that you like to do? Are you working? Do you want to work? Is there extra money you want to make on the side with the Queen of Pentacles? She is loyal, she is trustworthy, and she is driven. So with the court case, I feel, of course, yes, it's going to work out in your favor. You have the Justice card up here. It's with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about communication is key in a way. Four of Cups, though, I feel that it will work out in your favor. But it's not going to be news that you really want to hear. So it's almost to the point where with the cards, and now I'm going to keep reading them, that you have to do some inner healing of yourself to be open to any kind of criticism or anything that you may get. And this may have to do with the court case. This may have to do with something else, But sometimes we have to be open to take criticism to improve our life and to change and do things differently. Put us on a better path, so to say, especially when it comes to finances. All right, because I feel that you Sorry about all the notifications there. Sorry. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, to be in that place in your life where you can look at somebody and they can say something to you and you'd be like, okay, and not take it personally and use it in a way to, be proactive in a way towards your children, towards yourself. Sometimes, you asked about the kids and everything. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So you asked about the kids. Now, I was looking at the kids. The older one seems kind of more of a free spirit, more of a I don't need anybody kind of personality. It's almost like he's going to be street smart and he's going to be book smart. He's going to do his own thing. It's going to be almost to the point when I feel that he's not going to need you when he gets older, because he's just going to be that kind of person that is just going to go off, do what they're going to do. They're always going to love you. And this is when they're getting older, I feel like he's kind of touching base with that personality now. Okay? Most times he may act like he doesn't need a hug, or if he doesn't want to kiss you or kiss somebody and get that recognition. The younger one feels like they're still attached to you physically, almost as if, when they were in the womb. But there's that grab there, that they're still with you physically, okay? Now, you have these 3 cards here when I brought up the questions. So I'm not sure which questions it's going to answer, but I will try to figure it out. So, sorry. Now, the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is all about protecting your environment, the people in your life, the people in your home mostly, and your work surroundings, whatever you may be at all the time, Sometimes we get put in a place or in a situation and we just try to make the best of it because we don't have any other options at the time. But with these cards, with the King of Wands, it's kind of saying that it's time a little bit here. I told you to kind of pull back from arguments here. But with this card, these 3 cards here, it's almost telling me it's time for you to speak up. If you sense danger or if you sense a weird feeling, let it be known. Don't hide it inside and don't be blinded to it. I'm not saying anything's going on or anything like that. It's almost like a warning to you to be protective or more protective and more vocal and more passionate. Sorry, I'll just wait for the notifications to go away before I finish. King of Wands could play a male part in your life that is very passionate, okay? Can get angry very easily, but they will fight for you. They will have your back. So to keep alert, basically, is what the card's all about. It's about staying alert, not being blinded by our surroundings, watching our backs, watching our surroundings constantly. So that's kind of what you're getting there with those cards. Now for court, I'm also getting April, okay? Late March, April, for some reason. I want to say, and this card flew out, okay? The 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is all about holding on to what you own and growing it. So whether that be a savings account, an investment, or just saving in general, or just taking note and knowing what we have, what's ours, and not letting anybody take it, So to do that, but to do it with passionate energy, okay? Because somebody in that picture is holding a lot of emotions in. And when someone holds a lot of emotions in and they get to the point where they don't want to talk about their emotions anymore, it's because they've been shot down so many times when they speak. It's because, and like I said, I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's you, him, or the two boys. But when someone tries to shed their emotions on somebody, but the person they told them to turns around and uses those words against them and makes them feel bad about themselves, they're not going to want to say anything anymore. So when they're upset, they're just going to keep it in. All right? When they're angry, they'll let that out a little bit, but they're mostly going to be like nothing's wrong kind of thing. So to find out who that is in the family unit there in the picture, okay? So I had mentioned the court thing that you know, is definitely going to work out in your favor, also because you have the Page of Pentacles, which is a messenger of great news. Yeah. Now you have the Queen of Wands. So I want to say if there is another woman in your life, and I'm not saying it's him with another woman, I'm saying you. I feel this has to do with you. Do you have a sister? Do you have an aunt? Do you have a woman in your life that you relate to so deeply that you're on the same level spiritually? And I feel that maybe you should reach out to this woman or girl, or she should reach out to you. It's almost like you two are on the fence with each other, and it's okay to like not talk to someone for a while. It's okay to wait on them to contact us. But sometimes we got to do the reaching out, you know, and say, hey, you know, how are you? How have you been? Because I feel with the Queen of Wands is someone that's going to help you in your future. All right. I'll keep going and then all right. So yeah, I mean, you feel like you're going to have a lot on your hands here. And it's like you're ready to go. You're ready to do things.